After the heavy rains of the past few days, water levels along rivers and streams in much of inland Croatia that was hard hit by disastrous flooding last year are being closely monitored. A flood warning alert and flood defense measures have been instituted at the village of Letovanic north of Sisak, although authorities do not consider the situation alarming yet. The Kupa River has risen to 9 meters, and the height of the flood tide is expected to pass through Sisak during the course of the day. The German newspaper Bild cited a European Commission report that apparently gives Croatia a poor assessment due to its systematic failure to implement reforms and its devastating economic situation. Referring to the report, the newspaper warns that Croatia, like Greece, is facing bankruptcy due to poor economic management. And the economy was discussed by several experts on Croatian radio this morning, with the Zagreb University economics professor pointing out that heavy charges on employee salaries and high nominal corporate tax rates have a negative effect on investment activity by businesses. The head of the Employers Association added that two simple sources of capital in the short run, outside investment and monies from EU funds, are not being sufficiently exploited by Croatia. However, a trade union leader pointed out that most salaries in Croatia are below average, and that if the intention is to increase consumption, these low-wage earners must be supported in some way. Investment opportunities in Croatia were presented by the government this morning at a conference called Invest HR, with the emphasis on successfully implemented projects. The government's economic point man, Deputy Prime Minister Branko Grčić, acknowledged that the investment climate in Croatia has been undergoing an extended crisis, but expressed optimism about the measures the government is implementing to get the investment level up to at least 25% of GDP. Prime Minister Zoran Milanovic added that some developmental potential has finally emerged, noting that it is crucial for Croatia to catch this train, as he put it, to ensure that it is not as hard hit by cyclical economic downturns in the future. The Supreme Court ruled that Branimir Glavaš, indicted for war crimes against civilians in 1991 and 1992, does not have to be returned to prison, thus confirming an earlier ruling by the Zagreb County Court. In a retrial that is to ensue, Glavaš can only receive a maximum 10-year prison sentence. A Serbian daily newspaper reported that Dragan Vasilković, once better known as Captain Dragan, will be extradited to Croatia on July 15th. Vasilković, an Australian citizen, has been charged with war crimes perpetrated in Croatia in the early 1990s and has been in pre-extradition custody in Australia for the past 9 years. The Croatian authorities have given assurances that his trial will be fair and impartial. The coastal town of Vodice, where preparations for the upcoming tourist season are in high gear, held a culinary event dedicated to the broad bean. This staple of the Dalmatian diet, which normally takes back seat to more flashy specialties, was placed front and center, as local chefs and others wanted to demonstrate that the humble broad bean can satisfy even the most discriminating palate. In sports, in the Croatian Premier Basketball League, Zagreb Cibona won the first semi-final match of the best-of-3 series against Zadar on their home court with a score of 82-74. The second match will be played in Zadar on Friday. Meanwhile, Cedevita and Zagreb will begin the other semi-final series tomorrow. And finally, the weather forecast for the rest of the day. Overcast skies will prevail in most of Croatia this afternoon, accompanied by rainfall inland and scattered thundershowers on the coast. The easternmost regions can expect the heaviest precipitation, while the northern coast will see the least rainfall. Winds will be light inland, while light to moderate northwesterly winds will blow on the coast, and a passing southwesterly on the northern coast. Today's temperatures will generally range from 16 to 20 degrees Celsius throughout the country. Conditions inland will remain unstable tomorrow, with mostly overcast skies accompanied by scattered rainfall or showers and moderate northwesterly winds. Skies will partially clear up on Wednesday and conditions should be dry, while by Thursday there will be more sunshine and warmer temperatures. Conditions on the coast will be unstable tomorrow, and scattered thundershowers are expected. Bora winds will begin blowing on the northern coast by day's end. Skies will be partially to mostly clear, with relatively warm temperatures on Wednesday and Thursday. Moderate to strong Bora winds will blow on Wednesday, while tramontana and northwesterly winds will blow on Thursday.